So, the goal is marriage, right? With relationships, as you've said earlier. So, you say men have this demand that women have a low body count, but women don't mind the fact that men have a high body count. So, a woman would essentially be more comfortable marrying community dick than a man would community, the equivalent. So, if a woman made the demand that the man had to, let's say, be rich, be financially able, have a career and all these things, goals and stuff like that, but have money in the bank essentially, that would make her seem like a gold digger, right? Which has a negative connotation. Versus a man demanding a woman have a low body count, it's like, oh, that's virtuous. But you've said that people have different demands when it comes to marriage. So why does it have such a negative connotation for the woman to demand something like money, essentially?
First of all, the idea that a woman demanding that a man have money is a negative connotation. I think that is something that was invented by the Broke Boys Association or Stingy Men's Association. First of all, I do think that every woman is entitled to demand for some level of financial security from her man. Reason being is that it brings in the finances of raising a family. Raising a family is not cheap. It's probably one of the most expensive things most men will do. Okay, aside from building businesses and buying properties. Raising a family is one of the most expensive things the vast majority of men will do. And so, if you do not possess the financial stability to be able to do that, I don't think that a woman granting you marriage or a woman granting your request for marriage is something you should be angry about. Because if a woman says no, because she does not believe that you have the stability to give her a good life and to give the children that the two of you are going to have a good life, then that is your problem. Where people have an issue with it is when women demand for excess. There is a certain amount of money in every society, depending on where you live. Whether you live in the US, in Africa, in Europe, there is a certain level of money that you would be required to earn in order to be able to facilitate a family. Now, the issue that some men have is when women are asking for that and that alone. And is when women are asking for that and that alone, but on top of that, they're asking for more than what is necessary. We have had scenarios of women asking for exuberant amounts of money. Even in Africa here, you find a scenario in which a man is trying to get married, but the amount of bride price demanded of him is excess. It is just untold amounts of money. And so, we as men are very quick to label that as, gold digger and whatnot. But I believe if a woman's financial demands are not at your level, feel free to walk away from that woman. But also, as a woman, you need to understand that if your financial demands are too high, it eliminates you from a lot of relationships, from a lot of possible relationships with very, very good men.
So, what's your upper limit for body count as Emma? What's your personal upper limit for a comfortable body count, right?
What is a comfortable body count for me?
Upper limit. Remember? Upper limit for your comfortable body count. But okay.
I would say 10.
Wow, that's very liberal.
10. The reason why is because I do have a limit of body count for even men. Because I do believe that as men, we should also have some level of self-control. Because if you program yourself to be able to chase every single skirt that passes you by, as a man, that is a sign that you're weak. And so, as men, I still do believe that we should have a body count of our own, a limit of our own, but also while having a limit for our women. So for me, 10 would be the cutoff point, but preferably less than 6. But 10 would be like worst case scenario.
So what's your male body count?
Male body count for me, 15.
Okay. So the idea for men is discipline, essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
Men need discipline more than anything.